Hell yeah.
Yo, Cuts by Reggie back with another video. Today, we're gonna do a comparison video. See, I know you see the thumbnail, you see the title, whatever I call it, right? Today, we're gonna compare two trimmers. Two of the hot trimmers out right now. I won't say the hottest, but they're the hot topic. They're what's going on right now, all right? So, before we get into that though, like we always do, not subscribe, like, dislike, comment, share, all the fun stuff we like to do in this world of barbering and YouTube, right? So today we are gonna compare the FX3 from Babyliss and the Andis cordless GTX-EXO. All right, so I'm not gonna go too deep into each trimmer. I've reviewed both of them already. So if you want a detailed or my version of detailed review, I'll leave the links in the description and all that stuff. Well, we're just gonna go through them real quick. All right. Just break down, and I'm gonna go fresh out the box, how they are, and then I'm gonna break down my opinion. I'm not saying what's best. I'm not saying what's better, because as of right now, I use them both, right? I'm just going to give you my opinion on which one I like the most from my experience. That's all I can give you, all right? So these are the two trimmers, right? FX3, the EXO from Andis. Babyliss, Andis. See the different designs, of course, more ergonomical here. This is the same trimmer that we're used to. Not that it's a bad thing, but it's what we're used to. As y'all know, I love the Andis trimmers. You get what I'm saying? Those are one of my favorite trimmers. But these are the cordless versions. The FX3s from Babyliss is $150. All right, you order them, nice little the design packaging for $150. On the other hand, you got the EXOs from Andis, $260. So already right there, you got $150, $260. That's a $110 difference already, right? So on that forefront, we're gonna go with Babyliss, right? Fresh out the box, the Andis hit much better for me. I know a lot of people were saying when I first did the review of the Andis that I was using a lot of pressure. I'm a heavy-handed person. I know I use pressure, which is the reason I set trimmers the way I want them to. They work for me. I'm very heavy-handed, so they can't be as zero gapped as some other people, right? So fresh out the box, this was like smacking to me. It was hitting. It was giving me the lines that I wanted. It was perfect. Fresh out the box, way too sharp. I know everyone's going for the zero gap, and again, I'm heavy-handed. So fresh out the box, this did not work for me. I think even fresh out the box, for anybody, even with the lightest tap, you might break skin. You know what I'm saying? Now, I've heard other people say that fresh out the box, theirs is fine. I heard a lot of people say out the box, not worth it, right? So, to each his own, I guess. But for me, these was hitting much better, all right? Both of these, let's see. This is 7,200 RPM, the brushless motor. This is 10,000 RPM rotary motor. This has more power to me. I mean, once you feel them, you'll feel the power. This is much lighter than the EXOs, right? So we're just gonna go through this real quick. 7,200 RPM, 10,000 RPM, brushless, rotary. I mean, that's really all it is to compare these two, all right? Fresh out the box, these was hitting. Fresh out the box, these was too sharp, all right? The biggest thing is runtime. The thing I hate about Andis, not hate about Andis, but hate about this release, because on one end it was hitting just fine for me. It was hitting perfect, and I use them. Matter of fact, I bought another one. I got two, right? I like them. 100 minutes of runtime. 100 minutes of runtime is not bad per se, but when the other hottest trimmer on the market is $100 cheaper and giving you 3 hours of runtime, you got a problem. That's one thing about Andis and Wall right now. It's like they're just re-releasing what they already have. They're not pushing boundaries, and for the company, it's not a problem because they're here. They're living off name right now. As we see, people still bought them. They're living off name. You get what I'm saying? But 100 minutes of runtime is good, except for we got other trimmers out giving you 3 hours of runtime. Not only is this giving you 3 hours of runtime, it lasts a lot longer than 3 hours. This is me after 2 weeks of use. I haven't had to charge them fresh out the box. I ain't had to put them on a charger. Babyliss win in that aspect for sure, right? 100 minutes versus 3 hours. Which one you gonna go with? You got that, right? Let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got to compare, right? Really ain't much, right? The trimmers. They cut good. This one out the box, too sharp. But once you set it. So I was going with this. I'm going with this before I set that up, right? I bought me two of them because they get the job done for me. I know other people don't like them. They're not hitting as hard. They got that rotary motor. I don't like that because they just re-releasing other stuff that they already put out. They're jumping on waves, making it the skeleton, charging a lot more, put a gold blade on it, and bust your head wide open for them. 260. Way too much for this trimmer. Once you set this right here, this is the go-to. It's very lightweight. I'm talking about that thumb, right? When you lining up using that, even when you going down against the bird, this trimmer is the way to go, right? So I'm still using both of them. I use both of them for different reasons. This was already set. I like the way that it's set. I'm keeping it at that setting. This is a little bit more zero gap for me. So this let me go against the forehead. It lets me go against it's great with bald heads and bulk removal. Not your go-to. You can get a little bit, you can get a little weight, a little bit with it. This right here gonna knock it down. It's gonna knock your bulk out. Like going against bald heads and all that, this is gonna be the one. You get what I'm saying? That's gonna definitely be your one to go to. All right. So all in all, just real quick before we hit 100 minutes on the video runtime, 260, 150. 100 minutes of runtime rotary motor, 3 hours of runtime brushless motor. All right. You got a very light. This is more light. This is lighter than the Andis EXO. All right. Now we go to sound. That rotary motor, it sound weak, but it's good for me. It's been doing the job for me. All right. They're about the same, depending on what you're hearing through the video. The Andis is a tad bit louder, depending on how it sounds. I know I watch videos of mine back sometime and they sound different than what I'm hearing, all right? But the Andis are a little bit louder, just a little bit, all right? I'm still using both of them. Like I said, this is good for lining up and bulk removal. This is good for under the neck, the sensitive areas, the way that I have them set, all right? This is a little bit more gapped than these because I like to get that crisp line. These are going to help me get that crisp line that I'm looking for, all right? So, all in all, 260, 150, 100 minutes of runtime, 3 hours of runtime. Both of them hit. Both of them lightweight. But if I'm going to put my money, if anybody out there who watches my videos listens to what I say, not saying that you have to, that sounded wrong. If you at least take my word into consideration when you purchasing items, between these two trimmers, this is your winner. This is your go-to. It takes a sec to get it. Now, fresh out the box, I'm going with this. That's just me. Fresh out the box, this is it. Only because it was hitting right. Like I said, I got two. But with this, 3 hours of runtime, won't die, $110 cheaper. Longer runtime, lightweight, all in all, if you pay attention, if you listen, if you take anything that I say into consideration, these are your trimmers. This is your go-to trimmer. It's not a question. You're gonna save $110. You're gonna save $100 and get longer runtime. Now there are some websites that have these. I've seen somebody say they got theirs for $190. I've seen websites that got them for $210. No matter what, these are still cheaper. These still got a longer runtime. These are still lightweight. These are still hitting once you get them set. It take a sec to get them set the way you want, or it did for me, because like I said, I'm heavy-handed. Sometimes I get them too sharp, and if I try to bring them back, sometimes they don't cut like I want them. So between these two trimmers, if you can, I say try them both. Make your own educated decision. I'm just basing all of this off of my experience, right? I'm still using both of them, but if you're going to buy one of the two hottest trimmers out right now, get that. Get that. Still try this. If y'all been watching my videos, y'all know I love the T outliners, the corded gray ones. Since I had these, I haven't used them. I haven't used them one time. When I had these alone, shut up. When I had these alone, I was going back and forth with my gray ones, right? But once I got both of these together, I'm good. I finally, for me, have found trimmers, cordless, that work for me. And of course, I've been throwing this in there too. But I've been using this back and forth with my corded T outliners. But now this is it. But if you're gonna buy one, this is it. That's my opinion. That's just me. Like I said, you don't have to pay attention to what I say, and you don't gotta take what I say as word is bond. But if you take in anything that I say into consideration when you're purchasing, get the FX3 from Babyliss. It's gonna be your best buy. All right. Cuts by Reggie. That's my little versus video. We ain't did one in a minute. If you like the video, thumbs up. If you dislike it, thumbs down. Comment, subscribe, share, and we'll be back with something else when something else drop. All right, and we out. Peace.